Welcome to the Dolls House Emporium Masterclass. I'm Mark.
And I'm Jenny.
And today we're going to show you how simple it is to light a room.
I'll be showing you how to get really great results using just these simple tools.
Step one then, Jenny. What sort of tools do we need?
Right, there are some things that everyone will need. Everyone will need to choose which lights they want for their room.
And there's plenty to choose from in the catalogue, isn't there? I have seen
hundreds. There's table lamps, wall lights, everything you can possibly imagine. I'm going to just be fitting a simple ceiling light right now. Everyone will need a transformer, and remember the transformer is dictated by the number of bulbs you're using, not necessarily the number of lights.
Okay, so we need a different transformer to how many bulbs we put around the room.
That's right.
Not these, which is the light fitting, but that light fitting has 3 bulbs.
That's a perfect example. This is one light, but it does have 3 bulbs. So for transformer purposes, remember this is 3.
Okay, and that transformer just goes into the mains.
Absolutely.
No batteries, so that's nice and simple, so that's our power. What are these scissors for?
Right, these are pliers, and they're really good. They make everything so easy, and they are in the Dolls House Emporium catalogue.
Oh, right, they're very nifty looking pliers,
They
aren't
are. They're ideal, even just for other crafting or jewellery repairs. You will not be without them once you've got them. They've got a ratchet action, so once you clip them onto where they want to be, you can lock them into place, so you won't lose any small parts. It really is worth investing in these pliers.
It's like another pair of hands, isn't it, really?
Absolutely.
So it holds things in place,
yeah,
okay?
Definitely.
What else then? What is this section?
Right, this is where we need to make a decision, Mark, and we're deciding between a socket strip lighting system or a copper tape system.
Okay, what's the difference between the two then? Why should I choose one over the other?
Now with your socket strip, the lights all come out of the back of the house on their own little wires, and each one will plug into one of these holes. So therefore you've got the freedom to decide which lights you want on or off at any time.
Alright, so you just unplug them. If you want to turn the bedroom lights off, unplug them, leave the living room lights on.
That's fine, yeah.
Simple as that. Well, that's nice and easy,
choices.
isn't it?
Now the copper tape,
yeah. What do we do with that then?
this one will give you a totally flat finish against the house that we'll be able to have a look at later, but you will need to do some soldering with this.
Oh, so you need to have a little bit of expertise in soldering, a little bit of know-how how to use a soldering iron. Okay.
Your copper tape and socket strip both come with full instructions, very straightforward, but if you are a beginner or a bit nervous about soldering, then the socket strip's the best place to start.
Now you did mention something about the copper tape which has a disadvantage over the sockets.
That's right. With your copper tape, all your lights are either on or off. You haven't got the flexibility of choosing individual on and off here.
So that's quite an important decision for you. If you want to have all your lights on every single time you put the power on, you need to decide between the two systems.
That's right.
Step 3 then. Okay, Jenny, we're going to fit the light. How do we go about that?
That's right, this is the exciting part. The first stage is to remove the little plug on the end, very simply. Just use the pliers, take out these gold pins, and the plug easily slides off. I'm just putting it on one side because I will need it again in a few minutes' time.
Okay, now I noticed on the end of these lamps there's like this white disc. What's that?
That's right, it's a self-adhesive pad, and that will just let it stick on very easily to the ceiling.
Okay, so that just adheres to the ceiling. What happens though if you're using a heavyweight lamp?
If you've got something like a metal chandelier and it's quite heavy, you might need just to reinforce it slightly with some tacky wax. That will give it a bit of extra support.
Tacky wax, what's that?
This is in the Dolls House Emporium catalogue. It's got a million uses. It's perfect for fixing anything like pictures to walls, mirrors, small shelves. If you want to stick cups and saucers onto shelves, for instance, this is the ideal substance.
And it is very tacky.
But it's not permanent, so you can always have a move round with no risk of staining or marking.
So these are what the experts would use.
That's right.
Great stuff. And again in the Dolls House catalogue. So off we go. We're going to now fix this light into place. Okay. You're going to feed the wire up through the hole. There's always a pre-drilled hole in there, and we've also got some grooves in there as well. So that goes up through the hole, and we just feed the wire across.
That's right. The wire goes through the hole.
Nice and easy.
Yep.
And that lamp goes up.
That's right, sticks nicely into place. And then at the back of the lighting groove there'll be another hole for the wire to feed through to the outside. Once you've fed the wire through the hole in the ceiling, just push the excess into the groove in the floor, and that will be covered up by carpet at a later stage, so it will be totally invisible.
That's fantastic. That's really discreet, isn't it? So
It is.
we have a look around the back of the house now.
You can see there's the free wire, ready to be connected up to the plug again, plugged into the socket strip, and away we go.
And then we can see it lit.
That's right.
I can't wait for this.
I know. Let's take a look at a fully lit house.
And now the grand finale, Jenny. Here is the fully lit house.
Let's take a look.
Wow. Doesn't that look sensational?
It's amazing, isn't it? Lighting really does bring the house to life.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed this masterclass.
Please join us again soon.
And here are some other examples of some inspirational lighting to whet your appetite.